What's up everyone, Brisbane here. Just heading off to my son's basketball game, and then from there I'm going to go see the $1 Million Bogan at Morgan Wacker Harley-Davidson in Newstead. He's making an appearance there today at 11:30, so I'll go check that out. The Road Glide, 21 Road Glide. Start her up. Winner, chicken dinner. That was a big comeback, Zane. Hey, got the comeback win. Good job. Nice cholo. One of the other dads a basketball rode in today. Beautiful boy. So just pulled up here at Morgan Wacker Harley-Davidson Newstead. Just waiting on the $1 Million Bogan to turn up. There's my beast here. In a good spot. Off the road, safe. Hopefully no one will run into it. We've got Bunnings across the road, so you never know. Everyone will be going in and out of there. And there's the service area behind us. But yeah, looking forward to seeing $1 Million Bogan, see what he's got to say. This is Morgan Wacker Harley-Davidson. I think they got Deal of the Year for large dealership. Here's everyone waiting for Danny, $1 Million Bogan. These are all the used bikes for sale. If you're after a good deal, come down here and check it out. Indian truck. Here is $1 Million Bogan.
Hey, how are you? Woo! How are ya?
Good, mate. Looking fit, mate.
Hey?
You're looking fit.
Thanks. That's not my cap on. Oh. Thanks.
Hey, Danny.
Thanks for coming. I don't know what to say. Hey? Welcome to Brisbane. This is Jessica. Hi. It's great to be here. And Morgan, is Steve here, the salesperson?
I'll be inside.
Yeah. I just want to say thanks for watching. No doubt you watch the channel.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you like the Bolivia series?
Yep, the best ever.
Did you think?
Mexico.
Okay, yeah, Mexico was good. But did you think I was faking dropping the Harley-Davidson or not?
Never.
Nah, mate.
Do you think there was a production team behind me?
No. Yes.
Yes, you think there was?
Danny, you don't need to climb Everest to be remembered, buddy. That's a bit extreme.
You just got to stay alive. That's the key.
What was the favourite part of the trip to Bolivia?
Bolivia? I think riding those sand dunes and capturing that shot with the drone, remember on the sand dunes and that slow motion? Peru was unexpected. Really dirty town, but when you're on the sand dunes, and it was so many magical moments. I actually, honestly, hand on heart, did not think I'd get across those borders because I know 4 Spanish-speaking words, which is, I don't speak Spanish. That's all I know.
Good turnout here for $1 Million Bogan.
And, Hola! And the good thing was, at the end at the pay tolls, I didn't know any language, and because I'd hold everyone up, they just waved me through. I just I don't speak Spanish, they just let me through. It was quite funny. Yeah. Is there anybody want to ask me any questions? Well,
Where's the Road King now?
the Road King is actually on a ship as of yesterday. It's just left Los Angeles.
Wow.
So thank God. It's taken ages. I'm heading to Sturgis, and I would have loved to have ridden into Sturgis on the Road King, but you can only have a bike in the US for 1 year, and it's been there for that year, so I have to bring it back. But I'm riding there with Matt Laidlaw and David Parry, so it's going to be pretty. And Matt Laidlaw's never been to Sturgis before, so
I find that hard to believe.
I know. Matt Laidlaw is a great guy. He's a really good person. Been really, really helpful to me.
The shocks hold up after the trip.
When I rode Bolivia on the Road King, hand on heart, two things I thought was going to happen. I thought the frame was going to snap in half. Eventually, it would just snap, and it didn't. And not one. And look, nobody else has sponsored me in regards to shocks, so I can only say Wilbur's, unbelievable. They were tortured to death. I thought I'd blow the seals. I thought they'd snap. I thought the frame would snap. I didn't think the Harley would make it. I thought something would happen, especially when you're riding at about 15,000 feet. I don't know how much people know about altitude and oxygen level, but you can actually hear the motor, the exhaust note change a lot. So Everest Base Camp is 17,500 feet, 50% oxygen. I've been there. I was riding at 15,500 feet. And people would say to me, oh, you made stupid decisions and all this. Cognitively, you're not that sharp at that elevation. So I go, well, where does this track go? And yeah, it wasn't always, but I was making content, so it was fun.
Are you going to do some one-on-one chats? Hang around for a bit?
Yeah. I normally, I'm going to be around for an hour, and if people want to take pictures, but I just, as a group, I just thought I'd ask if there's any, because it goes on forever otherwise.
So when are you leaving for Sturgis?
July 28th to fly out. So yeah.
And where to from here? What's your plan? Or you don't want to tell us, otherwise
Today?
we'll all come with you. Yeah.
No, I'm dropping the bike back today, and I'm just up here for business, just for 2 nights, and I fly back home tomorrow. So I just do these things because I it's not, I don't want to confuse ego. I have a pretty healthy ego, but it's just nice to, people say when you're coming to Brisbane. So if I just do a meet and greet at a dealership, it's like people can come and say hello. But it's really me wanting to say thank you for following me, because never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I could just put a post out and I'd have, 100 people. Or recently the ride we did was like 1,000 motorbikes.
Yes.
It was like off the chain.
Awesome.
It was ridiculous. Made the radio, and
Why don't you do one of them up here?
do you know what? I have 2 kids. I run a number of real estate offices. I just do so many things, and I get pulled, and I do a fair bit of filming in Geelong Harley, and editing and YouTubing is, if anybody, there might be some YouTubers here, or it is extremely time consuming. The editing is the key, and I just refuse to put out shit. So
what if we provide the naked Harley-Davidson lady rider that you have down there?
Sorry?
That might get you up here.
a naked.
The naked one, remember? The one that took her clothes off on the 1,000-member ride.
Oh.
You've forgotten her.
Can we not bring that up?
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that. It was all a blur.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Sorry, pleasant company.
I've tried to stay away from clickbait. So using boobs and bras and all that stuff. I've tried to keep the channel fairly about motorbike riding.
Yes. Just swearing.
Yeah, well,
gotta
and I
have
just
that.
want to correct a couple of things. I get given a hard time, like I do cop a beating sometimes. But you got to remember, I'm editing myself, so I can be self-deprecating. So a lot of people don't know what that is. It's when you take the piss out of yourself. So I do that a lot.
Yes.
So I'm happy, like with Colin, me and Colin will be filming. I'm happy to play the dumb bastard. I'm no engineer, let's be clear about that. It's not that funny, mate. You don't need to laugh so much. But I do know a little bit about Harleys, just saying. Did you like it when I showed Colin the picture of Tron? Can you build that? Yeah. So we're building the El Diablo at the moment. So I'll start filming again on Monday. So it's a bit of a slow, because they're a busy shop, you know what I'm saying? And of course I walk in and want to, today, well, can't you do it today?
The problem is you wanted the toy latte.
What's wrong?
Commentary.
Well, I'm just trying to be healthier. No, I'm trying to eat better. you know, before you diagnose yourself with 7 different psychiatric disorders, maybe look at what you're eating and look at your fitness level. 2 things, look at those first, and then, you know, that's sort of what I'm trying to be more about. So, but I am happy to take the piss out of myself, and I do leave the ugly parts of myself in the vlog because I really want to try and show that it's okay. Like, I've been called a cry, but like people have made, you know, oh, he's a fucking crybaby, you know, he's a Harley rider and he cries. Well, rather than punch someone out and have a fight, I had, you know, a meltdown. You know, my dad died, my younger brothers died. You know what I mean? And when I ride, for me, it is that the emotion all comes up. And when you've been on the road for 30 straight days, and you know, the last trip to Bolivia, there was no one to talk to. I was truly alone. And for me, it's healthy. It's a healthy way, rather than when I was younger. I was, you know, antisocial. I got in a lot of trouble through violence and fighting and whatnot.
How are you finding climbing?
Sorry?
How are you finding climbing?
I'm loving climbing, really. Jessica's been doing it for about 25 years, so I'm really loving it. And it's just being healthy. And I think the motor vlogs I do, you know when I filmed Bolivia, you know how I deleted the first 3 days? Did anyone remember that?
Lost it.
Oh, dude, you know, I was pretty angry. I mean, what a dumb bastard. Who does that? You know, like, I filmed myself training for the lead up and all this, meeting that ladler, and then just don't ask. But yeah, you have to be. Sorry? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's good to be fit on the road. And people say, well, why did you climb that mountain? Well, they're not mountains, they're hills, you know. Why don't you just fly the drone up there? When you've been sitting on the bike for 10 hours, it's good to get off and go climb a mountain. You know, and you can get the drone following you, and you just capture some nice cinematography, you know. So, did the Death Road scene look good? Did you like
really good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Everything you did was excellent.
It was quite an easy ride to road. Sorry, that's like a spooner or something. It's quite an easy road to ride, the Death Road. The road that was a real bastard to ride was the one where in Ecuador I got rescued off it.
Yep.
You know that one? And some people say, well, why did you keep going on that road, the sat-nav?
Yeah.
Well, for all you people that have ridden in South America, which, like, I just want to say this, because according to, you know, the comments, a lot of people have obviously ridden in South America. You're on a highway and it turns into a dirt road. And then the sat-nav was, I don't know what the hell's going on there, but let's say you're 6 hours into a ride, 4 hours up a hill on those cobblestones, you think to yourself, I've only got 2 hours to go and I'm going to make it there, or do you turn around? So you just keep going and keep going a little bit further, and then there was that big landslide, and I just thought, you know, I'm just going to try and ride through it. And I got bogged. And I had to use my EPIRB, the emergency beacon, because the temperature, I think it was at about 14,500 feet, it would have got sub-zero temperatures. And I think if you're thinking about pressing your emergency beacon, that's the time to press it. And those guys that came and got me, the first group were the friends of the people that I sent away with the money, and the second group was actually the police rescue. So that was kind of cool, I thought. Though I'm sick of the media is so sensationalistic and it's so deceptive about Mexico, which is such an amazing, beautiful country, stunning. And, you know, whilst we were there was a mass school shooting in the US. You know, there wasn't one in Mexico. But recently, I think a tourist van crossed, and 2 people were murdered. That was it. And generally with the cartel, it is just cross. It's an accidental. They don't mean to do it. The cartel want to be left alone. They don't want to affect the tourist industry. So look, it's all corrupt. But my being there twice, Mexico, for an extended time on the road. But me and Parry did have a plan. The plan was if someone came after us, we were going to ride until we died. We just made that deal. We weren't going to be on YouTube having our heads chainsawed off. No, fuck, I wasn't going out like that. I was going to go out in a high-speed crash. We made that decision. So we always had backups on backups. It was a thoroughly well thought out plan.
What actually happened to Perry's bike on that trip?
Which one?
The one he brought.
The
He sold
Sportster.
it.
Yeah.
He sold it. Yeah, he sold it in Cancun. Bought it for $6,000 US. Sold it for $2,000 US.
Well,
Great. We're great negotiators. We did a good deal. Anything else? I'm going to be around, guys, for the next hour or so. Nothing else? All good? Thanks, guys. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Danny.
Dollar Bogan. We got there. What a good guy. Thank you. Did you film that? Did you just film the signing of this Brisbane? Show us how we do it. Got it? Got it? How we do it? So, million dollar Thank you, that's very kind, thank you. No worries.
Danny running around getting photos of everyone and their bikes now. He's busy. Love your work, mate. Keep it up. And that's it. Little meet and greet with $1 Million Bogan, Danny Hayes. Really good guy. Took a lot of time out to get photos and sign some things for everyone. Top bloke. That was pretty cool. Got to meet Danny. He told us a few stories. Got a photo with him and shook hands. Matching tattoos, but yeah, no, and the guy taught him how to sign $1 Million Bogan, which is pretty cool. So, just got back from the $1 Million Bogan meet and greet at Morgan Wacker Harley-Davidson at Newstead. Now, it was really good to meet Danny. I must say he was very accommodating. There was over 100 people there, and he stood and took photos with everyone. Listened to their stories as well. I got a couple of pics with him. Plus, stayed around and helped other people get photos, because if you're only there by yourself, you need someone to try and help you. A bit hard to take selfies sometimes. And then he went inside and people started leaving, and a few of us hung around, and he took photos with a couple of us with our bikes. So Danny's a really nice guy, and I appreciate the time he took out to talk to everyone, spoke and took questions at the start when he turned up, and then taking photos with everyone and doing a few signatures. So definitely a nice guy. Appreciate his time and effort, and look forward to seeing more of his vlogs. Thanks, Danny.